This is the trend review for Wednesday, the 28th of May 2025. And today on Tesla, we had bullish pivots. We had a nice run yesterday, which unfortunately we missed. On the daily, it was very bullish. I was expecting a bit of a pullback to the downside before continuing to run to the top side. So I was gonna expect a chop or simply run if we had run to the top side very strongly at first. I was expecting to reverse at R6, at R3, sorry, if we had a weak signal and a weak level 2 and 3 for some profit taking. Or I expected some chop at first, and then I was gonna wait patiently for a long at S3, which is what actually happened. It was a bit scary because we overextended a little bit. Had I focused on the pivots without pre-market data, it starts to make a little more sense, but that's not what I went for because of the rules. We were opening outside yesterday's range. Anyways, we had this pre-market level, and I wanted to make an entry long. We were selling off. We had a bit of a balance level 2, level 3, but it was a bit heavier to the top side. The problem here is that I anticipated the trade a little bit. I did a better job at making an entry at the extreme, but still not a good enough trade. There was no signal here. We actually engulfed. So after this move, I lost perspective of the scale of the possible move that we were gonna get. So I started to fear missing out on this entry. You can see here that the stock actually threw out a very nice signal 2-minute candle. We had the most volume in this candle, and an entry here with a stop loss just at the edge of the candle would have been fantastic for the run that we had right after. As you can see, there were some people still trying to drive the price down, but we had a nice move, and it actually failed to get lower than the pre-market low, and we ended up running to 360 for the highest. Had another opportunity to add or enter again for the position, but it was a bit of a normal day. We didn't really make a breakout to either side, and so we ended up selling down actually at the close. Very interesting, but we recovered post market, and we ended up making a higher value perhaps. So maybe tomorrow is gonna continue to be long, but that's it for my trading review. There are respect rules. I will say no, just because my entry was still a bit skittish. Bit respected stop loss, had excellent pre-market preparation, and avoided max loss. I knew this stock was gonna trade to the top side. 2-1 trade, 0-1, and minus 1 hour as well. And this was an A trade, but I didn't execute as well as I would like. I should have waited a little more for that trade. And so unfortunately, not much to say on this one, and that's it for my trading review. I just gotta keep working, focus. I'm getting closer to that execution that I'm looking for, so it's not too bad. I can turn this week around and end on a strong note.